Hi everyone. I want to spend the time in this video today talking about how I keep my home comfortable for the summer months. I'm not filming in my normal location. I'm a bit stiff right now, so I just want to ask if you'd try your best to ignore my spring jacket in behind me. My approach to heating and cooling is really multifaceted. I've tried to take the strengths that are available from different products and have them work as best as possible for me. So the first option, or the first item, is a window air conditioner. This is a look at it. Now, there's all kinds of different window air conditioners available, and if money's tight, there are models that are good at cooling a given room that should be able to fit a budget, even if you're going to have to sacrifice a bit to buy it. The goal of all this is not to be so overwhelmed with heat and to maintain what you have control over for your quality of life, that you're not just sort of wasting 3 or 4 months each year, but actually living your life and being engaged in it. So the first approach is the window air conditioner. I recently saw a new model on the market, and what's different about it is there's the front face, but if you turn it sideways, there's a slat in the middle for the window to go down on, and what it does is blocks out most of the noise that a window air conditioner creates. I can't sleep with the window air conditioner running. Its cycling on and off wakes me up. If I was able to have the noise removed, I would be able to manage doing so. And so this development of the technology would help me. But there's an alternative available that doesn't cost a whole lot of money. I've been seeing different models that are basically the shape of a large cube. So sort of 8 inches by 8 inches by 8 inches. And how they cool is with you putting cold water and ice in them. And then what it does is creates a bubble or a zone around you. So it's possible that you could have a window air conditioner for daytime use and then use one of these small models for when you're asleep at night. Just sort of blow it on your face so you stay comfortable. Alternatively, I have a fan set up by my bed, and that's where that fan lives. And if it's below 72 Fahrenheit, I know I need to have that fan on so that I'm able to stay asleep at night. The fan has different modes on it. It's different strengths for the air. There's one of the slower modes that's relatively quiet and can help me not be disturbed when I'm sleeping. So it's a tip for you to think about. Now the next strategy is on Monday. I had a friend over and he installed 2 of the spinning roof vents onto my home. What they do is suck the air out of the attic and it just keeps the air circulating. So what happens is the attic doesn't warm up. And in turn, the upstairs of your home isn't warming up. So what it means to you is it's less effort to keep it cooled and to maintain a cooler temperature. So in the upstairs of my home, there's the bathroom, and when I was doing renovations in 2005, I saw a book about how they used to build homes years ago. One of the practical tips was to install a bathroom exhaust fan in the upstairs hall so that you could vent the heat. So, without the air conditioner, once we get to about 8 p.m., if that fan's on for half an hour or 45 minutes, most of the upstairs heat's gone. If you turn the bathroom one on and the upstairs hall one both on, and they're working in concert with each other, it just gets rid of the cooler or the warmer air and cools it down to what outdoor temperature is. And something that you potentially could do or have the style of window fan set up at a high point in your home just to be blowing that hot air out of your home. I mean, if money's tight, you're only wanting to use the air conditioner when it's an effective tool for bringing you comfort and not having the heat, just exhaust and exasperate your energy. Again, this comes back to being engaged in life. So, the type of window fan that normally maybe has two blades, you can have that set so one's exhausting air and one's bringing air in, and it's just exchanging the air to give you the best comfort level that's possible. And I've used a window fan for many years. I don't have one set up this summer because the window air conditioner has that same functionality. I would definitely suggest having a remote control on it, either to be able to turn it up or turn it down while you're in bed. Because if you think about it, you want to stay all groggy when you're in bed if heat wakes you up or if it's getting too cold and that's waking you up. So remote control doesn't bring you out of your sleep and should help get you back asleep again without that physical activity of walking over and pushing a switch. I know it's more money to be spending on a remote control window fan. If you're not sleeping at night, your function during the daytime, what you're able to get done, your thought process, how your emotions are impacted, it just degrades and your quality of life is going down. So I'm very conscious related to quality of life activities because of my hips and knees. So this is definitely a helpful tool for me and managing what I've got control over. The next sort of tip that I wanted to share was I've got another fan set up by my computer. And, it doesn't quite reach. There we go. And it's this little guy right here. So this is a USB fan. It's low voltage. It doesn't produce a lot of air. But it's kind of like the bubble example I gave with the cold water and ice cooling method. It produces sort of around my face where I'm not feeling as hot, and it helps me be comfortable, and it doesn't mean taking extra pills for either weakness or pain or discomfort. A few other things that I would mention, if you're someone that's creative, one of the things that I would do is go buy a t-shirt that has buttons down the middle, and I would sew tubing onto the front and circulate cold water over it if you're someone that gets really uncomfortable or if the heat really stirs up your pain. And then just have a recirculating pump putting cold water on you, so you could almost wear it like a vest where it'd be on you when you need it, but if you're not needing it right then, you can take it off and use it again later. It's just something to think about. It's the part of life where money may be tight, but you can find creative solutions that work and help you for where you're at right now. I've installed smart switches for the upstairs bathroom and the upstairs hall. What this is all about is venting the heat from the upstairs throughout the day to help the window air conditioner on the main floor of my home both run efficiently, and when both of these fans are on, it reverses convection currents and sucks the cold air that the window air conditioner is creating and draws it upstairs. So what this means, or what this does, is helping me be comfortable when I need to get into the tub to help ease my pain. I can't take the heat from upstairs when it's just so hot. The switches, the bathroom exhaust fan and the upstairs hall fan being on a smart switch means I'm able to use the Smart Life app to have them on a timer. So it's beyond my physical disability. This is strictly about practical, predictable venting the upstairs throughout the day. And between the attic having the spinning roof vents to keep the air movement and those two exhaust fans, the upstairs of my home is close to the same temperature it is outside. And it just helps me be comfortable as best as practical. Anyway, these are some of the tips that I've been doing. I'm sure that I'm not the only person to have ideas of how to cope creatively. I would certainly invite anyone to comment and share your ideas, because we want to help people live the best life that they can, even if their bodies aren't perfect or they're struggling with a mental health issue. I genuinely want to see you have the best life that's possible for you. Hey, as always, I encourage you to be safe during the COVID-19. I'm continuing to visit people, with Skype. I've had friends visit in my yard where we're a distance away. I know it's not a normal way of doing things, but if you're still able to have friendships you can talk about when things aren't going well and have support, or even simply knowing that you're going through a hard time by someone else knowing you're going through a hard time, helps a person perform better under stress. So I just want to see you maximize your quality of life. Thanks for this time that you spent with me today. Bye for now.